20 minutes before 7 here on the program. In 2011, the City of Ekurhuleni conceived the Aerotropolis plan as part of its 2055 development strategy. Today sees the first day of the two-day gathering where the city will be launching its master plan. The plan, which is one of the city's flagship projects, uses to its benefit its strategic positioning where OR Tambo International Airport is situated to revitalise the manufacturing, aviation and transport system. Well, in studio with us now to talk more about this, we've got Mondli Gungubele. He, of course, is the Executive Mayor of Ekurhuleni. So nice to have you, Executive Mayor. Thanks for visiting us.
Good morning, Leon. Good morning to your viewers.
Lovely. Thank you. So, this is a plausible idea, and it's said to be the first Aerotropolis in Africa. I mean, talk to me more about it. I mean, some people don't necessarily understand what that all means. Explain it to us.
Yes, indeed. Quickly, Leon, there are two important elements to actually understand. One, that historically there's always been inseparability between transport infrastructure and urban patterns of development. You would have followed in the years before. If you look at the seaports, it's because mainly during that time, transportation of goods was through the sea. If you look at the railway lines, follow railway lines, when did they start? Along them, there's always urban patterns of development. Highways, followed by, now we're in the aviation wave, where urban pattern of developments are developed, are actually determined around the airport economy. What is this airport economy? If you look at the olden days, if you look at the goods, the value, the ratio of value to mass has always been very small. You would have carried high mass goods with low value. Yeah. But over time, technology improved to create more goods which are high value and small in mass. And those sorts of value, those sort of goods find their handy passage through the air. And then a lot of firms that trade in computer chips, in plugs, and all those kind of small technological products that are small, find themselves trading in those goods, and they start trading around the airport.
Right.
Now, the key thing is that the airport logistically must organize itself so that those kind of firms connect very profitably between suppliers and customers.
Yes.
Now, what we're saying is, as the airport city, is that we host the busiest airport in Africa, capacity 23 million. At the moment, up to 18 million a year. We need to actually take that capacity to a higher level. 90% of the tonnages that are carried through air in South Africa is carried through OR Tambo, about 390,000. We want to go beyond that, but airport has to be organized in a manner that ensures that we actually become airport leverages all the firms that trade in products that are time critical, that must get to where they're supposed to get as quick as possible. This is this notion of Aerotropolis. Actually, Aerotropolis means nothing else but air, police, city.
Yeah.
So airport city.
Anything that has to do with the airport and a city and a hive of activity around that. But let's have a look at the surrounding areas. I mean, you've got something like Kempton Park that's just next to the airport, and I mean, it really is surrounded by a large poor population, such as Tembiso, which has got about a 30% unemployment rate. I mean, are we hoping that the areas around are going to benefit from this, that jobs are going to be created from all of this hive that's expected to happen?
The biggest challenge is that if you follow the NDP, where they spoke about inequality, unemployment and poverty, the biggest challenge we have is to create conditions where you crowd in investors of different kinds. Now, in Ekurhuleni, the master plan, what it does, it has exposed the potential in the airport that actually advises to organize the airport in terms of hubs and districts. And all those hubs have got potential. I'll give you an example. The northeast of the airport has opened us to an opportunity of what we call a technology research and development hub. There you've got Africa, Digital Africa. There you got a potential to put together incubation for small business and the TVET College. Because if all these sunrise industries that have got opportunity to come out there are backed by a knowledge-based system, you are able to sustain. Now, if you go again, there's another area called Rosefields in Ekurhuleni. In that one gives you an opportunity to lead in the biomedical industry. There are life science centers there. You've got Green Cross, which produces advanced medical equipment and medical accessories. You've got a number of other pharmaceutical industries there. Because of the air connectivity, it opens us to an opportunity to maximize the potential and actually create a situation where all the industries that trade in that area are able to actually make margins.
Yeah.
You go to the southwest of the airport, you've got an area there which gives us an opportunity for the gateway trade hub. You've got a big auto mall there and Bell companies. They are already producing your machinery, all these things, the lifters and all those kind of things. There, our researchers over 18 months have been able to demonstrate the potential that lies in there, so to make Ekurhuleni a gateway, a trade gateway. And so on the southeast, there you've got what we call entertainment and a recreation hub anchored around Carnival City and so on. So there's a lot of hubs, and these hubs are deliberately organized and located in the intersections around the airport and strategically located throughout the city to make sure that they create conditions where investors can crowd in and actually improve their margins.
Indeed,
so
which is important.
then dealing with the issues of unemployment and opportunities to those who never had them before.
As we wrap up this interview, just what are we looking at? I mean, how much is this all set to cost?
At the moment, already, if you go between the airport and Tshwane, along R21, there are investments that are already unfolding there, which are beyond 200 plus billion, whose intention is actually to leverage the opportunities which you have already pronounced as a city. Remember, Ekurhuleni is merely an airport city anchor. The bigger Aerotropolis is Gauteng, because the advanced manufacturing in Gauteng is going to leverage the efficiency of our logistics in the airport.
Yeah, let's leave it there. Thank you for talking to us. Good luck for the next day or two that we're going to be seeing more about this plan, which is one of the city's flagship projects to use its benefit as a strategic positioning where OR Tambo International Airport is located. Mondli Gungubele, thank you very much, the Executive Mayor of Ekurhuleni, talking to us here on the program. Let's take a break. We'll see you after this.